MCL 257.319 Mandatory suspensions under Michigan Vehicle Code Section 257.319. Specific traffic violations automatically trigger the suspension of a driver's license, and these automatic suspensions can profoundly affect your ability to live and work. Offenses that lead to mandatory suspensions include reckless driving, alcohol or drug offenses, fraudulent vehicle documentation, leaving the scene of an accident, and other serious crimes committed with a motor vehicle. Once a conviction is recorded, the Michigan Secretary of State must suspend the license without discretion, imposing penalties of 30 days, 90 days, 180 days, or a full year depending on the severity and prior history. These suspensions are meant to protect public safety, and drivers must follow strict legal procedures to regain their license, often feeling overwhelmed by the process. Fraudulent activities that tamper with titles, registration documents, or odometer readings threaten the integrity of the vehicle system and lead to automatic suspensions. Using a vehicle to commit felonies, abandoning accident scenes, or deliberately damaging property while driving are also considered serious threats that justify suspending driving privileges. Providing false information about vehicle ownership or insurance to the Secretary of State results in perjury charges and mandatory suspensions, reflecting Michigan's strict stance on truthfulness in motor vehicle matters. Driving under the influence of alcohol or drugs is one of the most common reasons for automatic suspension, with repeat offenders facing longer suspensions and mandatory ignition interlock devices. A suspension temporarily withdraws driving privileges, and reinstatement usually requires paying fees and fulfilling conditions, while a revocation permanently terminates privileges and requires a formal hearing to regain them. Definite suspensions have end dates, but indefinite suspensions remain until the driver resolves issues like unpaid fines, missing court appearances, or failure to provide proof of insurance. Driving with a suspended license exposes you to additional fines, extended suspension periods, vehicle impoundment, and even felony charges if an accident occurs. Beyond legal penalties, losing your license affects employment opportunities, disrupts daily tasks like commuting and shopping, and increases costs through alternative transportation and higher insurance premiums. To reinstate a suspended license, drivers should obtain a certified driving record, determine whether the suspension is definite or indefinite, and either pay the reinstatement fee or resolve outstanding legal obligations. While intoxicated offenses require additional steps, including a substance use evaluation, drug and alcohol screening, and notarized support letters before a hearing, and the driver may initially receive only a restricted license. Appealing the underlying conviction is one way to avoid a suspension, and individuals can seek restricted licenses for work or medical needs, sometimes needing ignition interlock devices or completing treatment programs. Legal defenses may include challenging the evidence, arguing that you were not operating the vehicle, or demonstrating that leaving the scene was necessary to avoid danger. Even after a suspension begins, drivers can request hardship reinstatements or appeals if they show that losing driving privileges imposes significant burdens on their livelihood. Because the rules and options are complex, working with a knowledgeable lawyer increases your chances of avoiding or minimizing a suspension and ensures your rights are protected throughout the process. An attorney experienced in Michigan traffic law can help you navigate appeals, apply for restricted licenses, and represent you during hearings to restore your driving privileges. Our law firm has a strong track record of helping clients manage mandatory suspensions, and we understand how devastating losing your license can be for your family and career. Paul J. Tafelski leads Michigan Defense Law, and our team of attorneys and license restoration lawyers offers compassionate support and strategic guidance to individuals facing license suspensions. We handle appeals, restricted license applications, and reinstatement hearings with personalized attention, and our law firm is committed to protecting your driving privileges. For professional assistance, call Michigan Defense Law at 248-451-2200 or visit us at 2525 South Telegraph Road, Suite 100, Bloomfield Hills, Michigan, 48302, United States to schedule a consultation.